This is not a shaving cream commercial, but this little can exposed me to one of the leadership mistakes that I still make, confusing exhaustion and burnout with procrastination. You see, I was about to go on an overnight trip for about 5 nights, and I picked this can up. It felt very light, and I said, it doesn't even have another shave in it. So I went to throw it in the trash, and at the last impulse, I set it on my counter there on my cabinet, went on my trip with a new can. When I came back, I said, all right, I just picked it up, and I see if I can shave with it this morning. I shaved the second day, shaved the third day. I got 3 more shaves out of that can that I thought was empty, and that's when it hit me. That's when I realized this is the leadership mistake I keep making. So many times in my career, I've reached that point where I didn't want to read another 15 minutes. I didn't want to learn anything new. I didn't want to take another call from a new client. I felt exhausted, but it actually presents 2 very different problems. First is real exhaustion, burnout. And the second is comfortable procrastination. Now, those things feel identical, but they are very, very different. And our ability to understand the difference will determine our ability to reach our full potential. First, it's healthy to recognize when you feel like you're out of energy. Everyone needs regular breaks. We need that margin to grow. We need time to refill our tanks. We need to do fun things and family things and things that really align with our values in every way and how we want to live our life, things that bring us joy. And there's something else. There is nothing wrong with admitting that you're running low on energy. The danger comes is when we ignore it, when we push forward and it truly is exhaustion. And that's when we get to that stage of burnout. You know, whether you're a team member or a leader, if you never recharge, you don't become resilient. You don't become stronger. You actually become resentful and even weaker. We have to have that energy to give to others, to give to our team, and to give to our full potential. The key to getting these regular recharges is your calendar and prioritizing those things that recharge your battery. I was known to go out on my calendar during the spring and block full days for wade fishing because that's what I love to do. I had to grab it before somebody else could grab and claim an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 on those days. If it wasn't scheduled, it didn't happen. So whether it's your fun time or family time or recharge time, thinking time, it has to be prioritized. It has to be scheduled. So make sure you take control of your calendar. Get out there ahead of the busy and prioritize these recharging, re-energizing times. You can only be your best. You can only elevate others. You can only bring high energy to your own growth if you keep your battery charged. Now, the second problem, which is comfortable procrastination, the thing that grabs me by the seat of my pants a lot, and it's one that it's easy to get into because we want to feel comfortable. Our brain is actually wired to encourage us to get comfortable. So this really hit me that there are times when we feel empty. I know I felt like I don't want to learn another thing. I don't want to do another thing, but we really aren't exhausted. We're just uncomfortable, or we're simply procrastinating. Sometimes we're just not really tired. We're avoiding a learning curve. We're protecting our ego in some way. We're waiting for motivation. Yes, we want somebody to inspire us and motivate us instead of choosing the discipline to take that next step. I think about my YouTube channel and the procrastination I found myself going through the last couple of months. No immediate deadline to kind of push me towards that discipline to move forward. I had no deadline, but it was in actually making this video and pushing through that procrastination that it became so real to me, it re-energized me. I wasn't exhausted. I was simply procrastinating. And as I have found out before, it was simply a mindset. I had a lot of energy left. And once I took those steps, I got re-energized on the progress I was making. Progress will energize you. But always remember this, when we're growing and we're in an exponential world, so we're going to be uncomfortable a lot. So problem one, getting exhausted and recharging regularly is very important. But we also need to recognize we're going to feel depleted. We're going to feel uncomfortable because we're on a huge learning curve. And growth, personal growth, is going to make you feel exhausted at times. We have to push through that when it's really procrastination. I'm always amazed at how feeling comfortable can trick me into not doing the things that I know I need to be doing. When I'm not really being stretched, and our full potential always lies out there in that uncomfortable growth area. It's absolutely beyond our comfortable stage. And so that's one of the reasons I love my rally cry of be better, because it continues to serve me so well, and it served our team so well when we adopted that as our rally cry, because it keeps me focused on learning that every day I need to be a little better. And that when I use some uncommon discipline to do those things, I am better. Whether you're a team member or a leader, we need to always have that vision to always be learning and growing. But just like I got my mojo back by doing this YouTube video, the reason is because I recognize the difference between, was I really exhausted or was I simply procrastinating? Which one are you dealing with? You have one or both of those problems in different areas of your life right now. Is it real exhaustion or is it comfortable avoidance, delay? It really pays off to think about that, because maturity is learning the difference of the two, remembering they feel the same. So maturity is learning the difference in the two, and discipline is taking action, recharging or moving forward. But that uncommon discipline is all about taking action once you understand the difference between those two problems. Refill when you're empty. Push forward when you notice you're procrastinating. Push forward even when you feel uncomfortable. That's the edge. Don't forget the edge. It's not a shaving cream commercial, but I love the fact that that was the edge, because this is a huge edge for you in leadership. This is where growth lives. So if this has been helpful for you, please hit the like button. I'd encourage you to hit the subscribe button to see more topics. And also there's a video link to my next video on this exhaustion versus avoidance. This next video, I'm going to give you a 5-minute test where you can begin to tell that difference very quickly. Every time you come to this crossroads, am I exhausted or am I procrastinating? I'm going to give you a 5-minute test so that you'll know, and then you'll know what to do. Recharge or move forward. And that, my friends, is how we truly be better.